Hello internet friends, and welcome back to Bay's Adventures in Heroes of the Storm Heroes League ranked solo queue shenanigans post going to see the Martian edition, which we will start talking about during all this stuff to get my thoughts out into the air there and kind of do my own little like pseudo Bay's review thing here. It was good, first off, and before you freak out like, oh my god, don't do it now, there's no spoilers. I'm not gonna like call out individual events, of course. I'll allude to certain things, but I'm not gonna say like, this guy did this and this happened. Oh, but I think with all these space movies lately, Interstellar coming to mind instantly. First off, there is a great sense of this weird tension in these space movies that I really enjoy. I really liked The Martian. I really liked Interstellar. They both have a lot of goofy faults. Interstellar being more of a original story and getting a little highbrow, frontal lobian kind of awkward fifth dimension gravity beings, black hole time warpy, whereas The Martian is very much just our time in the future. We have sent this crew to Mars, which, if I'm not mistaken, a Mars mission actually starts the next couple of years, is it not? Isn't it like, it's 6 months there, they're gonna stay there for 3 months, and it's 6 months back or something? But whatever it is, I have no idea what the thoughts of the real mission are. Also, Lieutenant Morales, of course. We've got a marksman and a support. That guy wants stitches and Vala. Looks like I need to be either another support or another tank or a specialist, I suppose. Two of the Spider Queen. You know what? Because I want to talk a lot more of this mission, I'm going to totally go derp mode Abathur, I think. And try to help. This is a really small map. So, oh, this guy's saying no. No Abathur? No Abathur. Well, if that's going to be no Abathur, then I am going to go Arthas. Johanna. Arthas. Arthas works. We'll go Arthas. We'll go two really fat, tanky. I'm going to go engage Arthas with Howling Blast stuff and Cindergosa and whatnot to enable the damage of Vala and Raynor to do stuff. Told you that. Anyway, sending a mission to Mars, and I like how there was not a lot of exposition at all in this movie. Not a lot of setup. It literally just starts you out in the story. I had a lot of respect for that. Just like, boom. Here's our characters. Here's the story. Go. I think a lot of the text that pops up on screens was a little bit forced. I didn't need to do that for so many of the characters. I didn't need to know all the small details about this guy's name, that guy's name, this guy's position. It was kind of distracting sometimes when you're like half an hour or more into the film and like on-screen lower third text starts popping up. It kind of pulls you out of the suspended disbelief you have with the film. It was weird. It was a little bit weird. I like the characters though. I think the premise makes sense. It could definitely happen. I think, I read some reviews through like Cinema Blend and another one that I can't remember. I think Forbes had a write-up between comparing the book and the movie. And the major difference was that a couple of the major details from the book were just left out of the movie completely. That if you've read the book, Mark Watney, played by Matt Damon, the main character, he is a botanist and an engineer, like a mechanical engineer. Apparently all the crew member that went on this Mars trip were all just like incredibly amazing and had two really, really strong talents. And that wasn't really portrayed very well in the, I gotta take block at least, right? Block, you know, I might take, no, I'm gonna take, no, we're going super engage Arthas. It's happening. That a lot of the characters in the movie didn't seem to portray these multiple faceted talents because you really only see Mark Watney stuff as a biologist, or I'm sorry, a botanist, a botanist, a man good with plants. And the whole movie's premise of working together against incredible odds to overcome this crazy, crazy task really made sense to me. Like, it worked really well. I thought, like, the Donald Glover Ex Machina character that came in, like, more than halfway through the film was a little bit strange. But I'm gonna probably die here. I may die here. Got a first blood on Diablo, though. Worth it. I don't know what to say about that point of the movie, though, because some things have to be cut from the book to put into the movie. Also, apparently, like, nothing goes good for Mark Watney on Mars. Like, nothing. Which, you know, take that for what it is. You can't obviously put everything into the movie due to the fact that a movie has to have a runtime, and you have to, you know, sort of get done with the film in a certain amount of time. You can't just have the film run forever and ever and ever. You have to obviously have a runtime, and you have to have certain arcs in the story. The movie was, as one of the reviews I read, the movie is actually very funny, which is, it has a neat charm to it, but it really has a good high and low that Ridley Scott really has captured with this balance between when to be serious, when to be like really sad, and when to be funny. And it really breaks up the movie's dynamic and its arcs, and it really gets down to this nice ebb and flow. It really does. And I enjoyed it a lot. Like, I think my biggest complaint was the movie got kind of ridiculously ex machina'd by the main turn in the film, and I think that's what a lot of people actually have problems with the movie. Had problems with the fact that it really just all of a sudden they figured something out, which doesn't make any sense to me, because considering that the movie is from... It's gonna grab me. The movie is from... Oh, I'm dead. Rest in pieces. The movie is so far into the future, to a degree, that you kind of think they would, like, figure all this stuff out, or they would have known this kind of stuff, because honestly, a maneuver like this happened back, like, in the Apollo days. I will back up and preface this by saying, like, I got into film, and I'm a huge film nerd, and I love movies and cinema and all things that have, you know, movie stuff. I've watched lots of movies. I have so many ticket stubs in my wallet, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you how many I had. Which make my wallet kind of chunky and fat, but, you know, who knows? Is that one of my first movies that ever got me really loving the cinema and loving film was Apollo 13. And that movie is very dated at this course. It's going to be a very different movie if you watch it now. But, wow. Okay, we got a 1-for-1. That it's tough to imagine that the people in NASA at the time, oh, I'm dead again. They were all still there. Oh, I said delayed. I delayed the turn in. It's fine. Really didn't think of some of these responses. And if this movie is a decade, 2 decades into the future, which I would imagine based on the technology was available, which is a little bit bigger than the current technology we have available to us, I want to say... I'm going to start working on this mercenary camp, actually. I'm going to kill 2 of these and then go take the... because they're going to get the turn in soon. I want to get these before they do that. Yeah, kill these 2. And go grab this and come back. That it kind of threw me out of the element a little bit, considering that I was like, NASA should not have thought of this. The things I guess they do think of are pretty amazing, given the circumstances, and the science in the film is very believable. It is not... I gotta take the slow. I gotta take the slow. The science is not overwhelming, which I've heard is a great trait of the book. That the science does not... Yeah, see? That was a good timing push. That'll help push the middle. The science was not exactly, like, overwhelming. You got a very distilled version of it, which helps understand to the normal viewer, because obviously not everyone's going to understand the crazy science involved in space travel, which, you know, far be it from me to judge anyone listening to this right now. You could be an astrophysicist for all I damn know. But I highly doubt it. On the grand scale of things. Ooh, Val, that was really bad damage you just took there. I'm trying to wait for an engage here. Yep. Back. Our team is not very well staying together this game. And they did destroy the well there, which I didn't need. Here comes Stitches. He's not going to go for the engage. Oh, he gets it. He really made that not incredibly... He should have just ran at Arthas and slowed him, chomped him, and then hooked him when he ran away. I would have gone in on that. Some movies have a way of losing you, I want to say. And this film, I really felt, did not lose me exactly. Granted, I'm not your average movie viewer, I suppose. I'm not like, you know, the mom with a couple of kids going with her babies to see a movie and we're like, oh, that was pretty and that was nice, and that's a dead Stitches. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. What a beast. And he's dead. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. I'm getting them. Calm down. I got him. Quit freaking out. They're just pushing and we're not countering. Oh, I'm dead. They are everywhere on this map. This is hilarious. Yeah, we really need to team up. We also need ults. We very behind in levels. It's gonna be a weird team comp. I don't think I've ever seen Diablo do much this game. He just like runs around and ganks, and then that's it. His team just follows up. We're definitely taking Syndragosa. Dead Jaina. Stunned up there. Got the slow off on Diablo. Oh, the repull's good. That really hit me on the very, very edge of that. Man, that was a good team fight. That was 2 for none. I'll take a 2 for none. And our waves are pushing. I need a healing fountain, though. Top one. Should be good. So this build on Arthas is going to feel very squishy to some degree, because I'm very much engaged, get some damage off, and then kind of like run around and derp. So I didn't take block, and I'm not taking the heal on hits, so I don't get a little bit extra sustain while I'm in combat. But I really want to be able to get in there and throw multiple Howling Blasts during combat so that I can help control the team. Enemy team, mind you. Not... Oh, I'm gonna get collapsed on here. What are they doing? Stitches, did you not take the stacking health? Oh, he's gonna chop him up. Oh, I got knocked back. I got interrupted! Oh my god, I got interrupted twice. Oh my god. I got interrupted from twice. Super. I tried to cast Syndragosa as they ran in, and I got hit by Diablo. And then I tried to cast it thinking that he was going to just also grab me, which, like, I guess his grab doesn't matter who he does it on, but he also interrupted me again, so I couldn't cast Syndragosa. That's pretty bad, man. They're going to get on the turn in here, no problem. I don't know. Do we not? We're not protecting Raynor? I feel like we have great DPS in Raynor and Vala, but they have to like get in there and do something.
We ought to capture this mercenary camp.
Yeah, okay, Marshall. They have just double mages, so they burst down tanks really well, where we have more sustained DPS. Because once Arthas and Jaina have no cooldowns, they're just kind of like standing around. We have more DPS that's slower to engage, technically. Because we have two, like, AD carries. Putting some pressure on her. Arthas is going to kill everyone. Yep. I don't know, man. This Stitches is not doing his best. I got Trail of Frost for more hits on the route. Stitches needs to eat Jaina or KT. Otherwise, they're burst us. They really do burst us down well more than we can even consider reacting. Again, they have double mage combo. They have burst damage. We have two carries. We have lots of sustained damage. We cannot fight them in small bursts. We have to kill the carry. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, Divine Shield. See, we have to sort of get a good amount of distance between us and them so that our carries can actually attack them. Due to the fact that we don't have safe long-distance mages. We just have auto-attacking AD carries. But, not out of this yet. A good wombo combo from me to help slow them down will probably really be beneficial. I just need to pick and choose my engages. That was a really great ult by Uther there for me. Okay. They should turn in. That's not good. Wow. God, man. The combo between Diablo and Arthas is pretty good. The Diablo-Arthas combo is very, very strong. And Raynor just walked into two of them. Oh my goodness. He wants to get the kill. He got it. He's gonna die for it. Yeah, almost. He's gonna get out. No assassins to get to their mages. This is weird. No Zeratul, we have no Nova, no Illidan to just jump around and be an ass to their thing, so... I'm gonna get Stone Skin now, though, because I need to have it when I engage. Have their mages even died this whole fight? 1 and 2. Not very much. Not very much. Which is very unfortunate. They're gonna get the boss off this, most likely. I don't know why Uther is dying so fast. It feels like he should be able to get a stun off and then live. It feels like he just dies immediately as well. Oh, that's good. Just attack what's safe. You have to attack what's safe, too. You can't just try to dive for the back line. Like, Diablo should have died so much faster. Yeah. If Diablo should be dead. If he charges in like that, like, he needs to get peppered and just tore apart. I don't understand. Sometimes I just don't get this game. I don't get how you don't understand your role. Like, I'll have to play some games on Vala and Jimmy eventually, of course, you'll see. And I do a lot of backpedaling, auto-attacking, and just kiting of tanks. This game is very good. If you don't have an assassin that can jump on your face, then it's very easy to kite tanks. I feel. That was a good knockback. That was good. It's very easy to kite tanks as a marksman in this game. It's not super difficult to have issue just running away. If they can't just jump on your face immediately with a Nova or something, or I guess a Zera tool, then it's very different. It's very easy to just backpedal away from the back line, or sorry, as a backline player, you can go into the front line and just shoot him in the face. That's why, of course, the warrior heroes have more HP and have things like block and regen master to help counter your auto attacks. And I don't know what build Jimmy went. I don't know if he has this stun or not, because anything that jumps on him, he can just stun. I think he has the knockback. But who knows? Still in this. A good turn-in plus push can really change the game. You can take down like 2 keeps in 1 push with Jimmy and Vala. Again, auto attack damage versus mage damage. Mage damage is very bursty, good at killing players, bad at sieging and destroying forts. And we'll see. I have to get like a flank Syndragosa to lock down their back line before they just jump on our faces. Our collective faces. I'm gonna turn in here because I might die. See, you gotta dodge that. Okay, we got one. I can kill this Kael'thas. Nope, he's got mana shield. Good timing. He really landed that on me. That is amazing. Wow. He was back here. Did he take the extra range? I want to know this. Yep, range and speed. Yep, he did. I felt that once it hit me. I was like, that has to be the range and speed. Because I was like, what, here-ish? And he was right back here. I pushed him out because he popped mana shield. That went all the way over here. That was like a max range gravity lapse. That was well played by him. Found out he has some time on Kael'thas, though. 21 and 1. Pretty good. I don't know why Stitches was even there. He just kind of went in to die. I'm not sure why exactly he did that. Also, the Divine Intervention needs to be used, like, immediately. Divine Intervention needs to be used to either help your tanks engage and take no damage while they auto-attack them and soak up spells, or to really save a carry. There's been a lot of, like, not saving the carry going on. Get to him. Right there. You pushed him away. No, he's not gonna get to him. Yep. Yep. And dead. That's GG. GG, friends. Quick game of no answer to double mage. And our auto attackers just didn't know how to just auto attack the front line. Granted, we had a pick-based composition because we did have Stitches, and I don't think he really landed a ton of good hooks late game. I'm not sure what he was doing. Maybe he knew to Stitches, who knows? But I don't know. And a lot of times, I don't know, we would have really bad ultimates. Like, you can just like, once the like the Phoenix and the Ring of Frost go out from Jaina and Kael'thas, you just ult Jimmy, and Jimmy should really realize that he has the ult and he needs to just go in and get some damage down on that back line if he can get to it. If not, just kite back and shoot Diablo. Eventually he's gonna have to back up. I really don't know if Morales' heal is that strong, even though looking at this, Morales healed for double Uther. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't know, Jimmy did take all the good stuff. He took the stun. Yeah, he took the stun. I'm not sure about the Raiders recruitment thing there, Jim. That might have been a bad choice. We had a siege-based Vala. probably why we felt like we had less damage, because Siege Vala like has like 2 abilities and that's it. And she took Strafe. I would have taken Vengeance in this team comp. Would have taken Vengeance, because Diablos are only engaged. Like, Diablo runs in, just put a Vengeance right on his face. He gets blown up. You know, kite back and avoid things. Holy Fire. Blessed Champion is kind of really bad if they have so much damage. But, oh well. Thank you all so much for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed this episode or my rambles about the Martian, please hit that like button. You can also subscribe if you want more of these. I release one of these every day of the week, Monday through Friday. And, of course, Internet friends, until we meet again,